Not once, but twice. The Gibson family here in Tennessee now holds two records. It all has to do with the births of their daughters. Let's head over to WATE 6 on your side, digital reporter Austin Martin. So Austin, this actually goes back even farther than the birth itself.
Yeah, it all has to do with how they were conceived. Both Emma and Molly Gibson were frozen embryos. Emma, born back in 2017, had been frozen for 24 years, which was then a record. Now her baby sister Molly holds the title. She was frozen for 27 years. Mom and dad say that becoming parents with these girls was worth the wait. Emma Gibson is your typical toddler, sweet, smiling, and full of life. Her sister Molly, a sleepy newborn. Sometimes.
And we always make the joke that they've been frozen for so long. Of course they don't sleep now, but...
Nearly 3 decades. They are biological sisters and were frozen on October 14th, 1992. More than 2 decades later, Tina and Benjamin Gibson adopted the embryos and started their family.
When I achieved pregnancy, honestly, I just never really thought any more about it. I was just so excited to be having a baby, and so the fact of how long that she had been frozen really didn't matter to me, you know.
Dr. John Gordon, who specializes in IVF, says technology is what makes it all work.
But the ability to freeze these extra embryos in liquid nitrogen at minus 170 odd degrees will keep them in a state of suspended animation.
What does that mean? It may not be what you would imagine.
When we think about embryos being frozen, we're not talking about freezing fetuses, right? It's not like a little baby here, okay? They are they are basically these groups of cells that have the potential to go on to become a fetus.
Some call it science, but this family calls it a miracle.
I'm so glad to have these sweet little blessings. I wanted it for so long, and it was worth the wait.
And that's what makes their family anything but typical. And something very interesting to point out, the mother, Tina, is 28 years old right now. She was just 18 months old when her daughters were conceived.
Oh my goodness, what a story, Austin. Congratulations to that family, by the way, on your two beautiful little babies. The National Embryo Donation Center here in Knoxville does about 200 to 300 embryo adoptions and transfers every year. Worldwide, there have been about 7 million babies born from the different forms of IVF since 1978.